Guys, second part of this sequence video review of the topics that we have studied. This is the second part, and we will finish with the last 3 or 4 exercises missing. Remember, this is a review so you can check if you did it right, if you made any mistake, so you can correct it at home. Here we go. The next topic is about equations, and I gave you like 2 exercises. One with a simple operation of addition. How do we work an equation procedure? First, you copy exactly the same, but there is a problem. We have 14 and 15 here. We can solve this exercise or this addition making only one number because they are similar in terms. They don't have any variables, so I can make 15 plus 14, and we are finished with that. That would be a 30, okay, 30. And we copy the h plus 6 on the other side. Remember that if we want to solve an equation, the variable has to be alone. We must leave the variable alone, and this plus 6 is not letting us to do that. So what we do is to check this addition and apply the inverse operation, which is negative 6. Okay, why are we using the number 6? Because the number 6 is the one affecting the variable. Okay, and this is the number that we have to eliminate. So we applied inverse operation here, and we also do the same on the other side, because that's the property of equality of the operations. This is the subtraction property of equality. Okay, now we can solve the equation. You know that positive 6 minus 6, that will be 0, so the h variable is alone, and we make the subtraction of this part of the equation. 30 minus 6 is 24, and as you can see, the value of the variable h is 24, and that's how we do this this exercise. Here we have another equation, but this equation includes a fraction. How do we solve an equation with fraction? We copy exactly the same. It's the same procedure. I'm gonna trace this line, so this is an exercise apart, and we say 7y. We copy the same, but we make sure to leave a space here. Remember, the explanations in the classroom, you always leave a space because you're gonna apply the inverse operation and the property of equality. This 112, you copy exactly the same. Now, this number 7 is multiplying the y. So the inverse operation of 7 times y is dividing by 7. That's the inverse or opposite operation of multiplication. And this divided by 7, you will do it on the other side as well. See? Now, if we want to divide these two, I need to place the number 1 below the number 7. And how do we multiply the... Remember, 7 divided into 7 is 1, but I don't have to write 1y, just the letter y alone. And how do we solve the division fraction? We do it in the way of a cross. 1 times 1, 1, and 12 times 7 is 84. And we get the answer. The answer value for the variable y is 1 over 84. Okay? And that's how we solve this operation. That would be the answer. And we have an order of operation here. let me write the order of operation that is in the study guide tree. There will be 15 times 2 to the third power. Sorry, we have a parenthesis here first, and then a bracket. Close parenthesis minus open parenthesis 8/3 divided by 1/6. We close the parenthesis plus, and we close the bracket too, plus 3 to the second power. Okay, how do we solve this? Remember the order of operation rules. First, we have to do the parentheses. But if we have parentheses, and inside the parentheses we have a power, like I have it here, you will see that inside this parenthesis we have 2 to the third power. So we have to do the power first. So I copy the bracket and also the parentheses. I write the 15 again times. And how much is 2 times 2 times 2? 2 to the third power. That will be 8. Minus. Now this parenthesis, I can perfectly solve it. Okay, there is no problem. So how do we solve this? 6 times 8. We do it in the way of a cross. That's the way we divide fractions. 6 times 8 is 48. And 3 times 1 is 3. Okay? If we divide 48 into 3, this is going to be equal to 16. So the whole fraction becomes 16. We close the bracket. And I guess we can also solve this power. 3 to the second power is 3 times 3. And that is equals to 9. The next is to solve this parenthesis. I copy the bracket again. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 1 is 8 and 4. That will be 12. 120 minus 16. I close the bracket plus 9. Just copy the other part and I copy the 16. My interest was in this parenthesis, okay? And then I copy the 16 and the 9. Now I have to do this bracket. How much is 120 minus 16? That will be 104 plus the 9, which is here. And finally, if we make the addition of 104 plus 9 is 123. That would be the answer of this order of operation. Okay, guys, I hope you refresh the topics, you recall the different procedures according to the topics that we have studied so far in this first quarter. We will start the next week from April 21st, the second quarter, with the new topics that we are going to go through. Thank you so much, and may God bless you all.